The first webtoon I'll be reviewing is The Adventures of God. Yeah, I know it's a little bit overdone since it's a common webtoon, but I really do love it. Okay, so The Adventures of God is one of the first webtoons I got into when I first got the app Webtoon. The reason I got into it was because I was scrolling through Pinterest. I saw some strips of the webtoon, and it was one of where Lucifer's asking the dude why he came to hell. And it wasn't until he asked if he was gay that I was laughing, since after that it cuts to a phone call between Lucy and God, and Lucy telling God to stop trying to set him up on a date. I love that it cuts back to in later episodes when Lucy and the guy end up getting married. Is that a spoiler? Oh well. I guess God also has some ships as well. The Adventures of God is truly an original idea that deserves the praise and the popularity it gets. I know some people just say that because it's mainstream, but I actually do like it. It's pretty funny. The creators also include fan art of their webtoon, so I see it as an absolute win. The next one will be background noise. Now, most romance webtoons have young couples and their daily lives. However, background noise is about the daily life of an older couple. Like, they already went through high school, college, and all that. They already have kids in college, so they're kind of up there. The webtoon has discussions about depression, politics, and healthy relationships, which is a new topic I haven't seen in many relationship webtoons. Like, for example, the man who's an artist doesn't hate his wife for having a more successful job than he does. Well, not successful, I would say more like higher paying job than he does. He supports and loves her as well as his stepkids. He also is very relatable in terms of depression and anxiety. And next will be Toaster Dude. Dude, I flippin' love Toaster Dude. It's a crack superhero story where the dude just wants a toaster, which ends up breaking. I know, it's so horrible. Cry, tear. But ends up inspiring others along the way. The bitch just wants his toast. And that's a straight ass mood right there. I mean, who just doesn't want toast? I want toast now. Now for webtoons, I love the beginning of reading them, then my excitement died off somewhat. First one will be Boyfriend of the Dead. Concept? Amazing. Art? Adorable. Hotel? Trivago. It wasn't until they got to a certain point that I'm just like, okay, I think I'm going to take a break. And I never picked it up for like 2 years. Yeah, it could have gotten better, but I don't know. It started out good for me, then it plateaued. Like, it would update, and I would be like, meh. Next is My Assassin Roommate. Season 1 is amazing in my eyes. Then they got to the dreaded love triangle thing that I hate, and I'm like, why? Why is the love triangle necessary? So the last webtoon I'll be like reviewing part of the beginning. I love the beginning of them, and then just stopped reading them. Would be Let's Play. I loved the concept at first. I read like 23 chapters straight before I ended up finishing the chapters that were already published. That wasn't like already fast pass. And guess what? The concept I hate most in any story appeared. The multiple suitors that want the protagonist's heart. I mean, if I wanted that, I would read fucking Twilight. Oops, my bad. Yeah, I just like that trope a lot. Like, you have no idea. Do you know how many books I've read where it just like, this one main character is like, oh, this dude loves me, but I love the other dude, but I also love the same dude. It's like, why? Why? Is there any other original romance concepts that aren't a love triangle? Like, there are a lot of dystopian novels that have a lot of those. Like, there's Hunger Games, and then there's Divergent. I haven't read Divergent. I'm not going to see the movies either, so don't tell me to. Yeah, like I said, I just like a trope a lot. Enough said. My experiences with webtoons is very, I would say, ordinary. Like, like I read the popular ones, like My Giant Nerd Boyfriend. Now that one I find is adorable. It's a little slice of life webtoon. If you haven't heard about it, it's very adorable. Like, and she's like a small little 5'8", 5 foot girl. If you're from the States, and he's like 6 foot. That's pretty big difference. There's like a whole head size. And I like how they show healthy relationships. Like, yeah, they fight, yeah, they make up, yeah, they have disagreements. It's different. It's different. I like that. The siren one. I haven't read that one. Not planning to. I don't. Like I said, love triangle, not for me. I also have my own webtoon. If you guys are interested, it's called Steve, the Socially Awkward Grim Reaper. It's about a Grim Reaper named Steve. Most of his experiences have been experiences I have dealt with. I just love Steve. He's so tiny. He has a little horse and a dog. I love him. I love him so much. Another webtoon that I would recommend is probably Aspie Girl. Well, you probably wouldn't understand because, like, I have Asperger's and it often, like, relates a lot. If you don't know what Asperger's is, it's like a higher functioning form of autism. It has, like, a English and French version, so that's a plus. Another one I would recommend, The Pitching Gazette. I found her comic strips on Pinterest. A lot of my fandoms I got from Pinterest. I must look into that. And then I started reading Gourmet Hound, and it got a little boring for me. I like fast-paced webtoons, so that's a little. I don't really like romance a lot unless it's like straight to the point. Oh, there's this one about, like, I think it's called Yandere X Yandere. It's like a yandere girl meets a yandere boy, and I just find it hilarious. Because you all know that yandere trope, where it's like, everyone in anime wants a yandere girl. And I'm just like, do you wanna die? Yeah, weebs are weird. Just for the record, I'm not a weeb. Oh no, it's not Yandere X Yandere, it's Stalker X Stalker. My bad. There's also The Adventures of Hebman and Chub Girl. Again, like, My Giant Nerd Boyfriend, same concept. As well as It Girl and Art Girl. Or is it, oh wait, it's IT Guy and Art Girl. Then there's My Name is Death. No, I did not base Steve off of My Name is Death. Steve is just something I came up with when I was in English class doodling from, like, I think it was in Cold Blood. Oh, there's also this one I recently got into. It's called Muslim Manga Club. And it's like, well, it's basically what the name suggests. She's a Muslim and she, like, is part of a manga club. I really find it adorable. The art style is very adorable. And its concept is new from what I've seen, because I never seen, like, someone to interpret their religion into it, which I think is kind of cool. And there's also my favorite one that I have to say. It's like Nerd and Jock. Nerd and Jock is adorable. It's a wholesome friendship, but secretly I kind of ship them. Don't tell anyone though. There's also Irma. Irma, again, I found it on Pinterest. I found a lot of these webtoons on Pinterest, and I'm not sure they're not even supposed to be on Pinterest. There's also I'm the Grim Reaper. I like that one. It's like basically this girl, in order not to go to like the deepest level of hell, she has to become a Grim Reaper. Ghost Wife, again. Love triangle. I don't do love triangles. There was this one webtoon that actually got me into My Ancient Magnus Bride. And it's actually called Maven, I think it's pronounced. It's by Epoch Sonder. people were like, oh, it reminds me of Ancient Magnus Bride. And I'm like, what is that? So I looked it up, and now it's one of my favorite animes. Until it gets... Well, I don't know if it has a triangle love story, but if it does, I'm going to burn. No. Oh, look! There's Human Dad. This dude slept with a whole bunch of monsters and got little half-breed children. It's like, what is that one show? Ugh, brain fart, I can't think of it. And if you guys know any ones where like this, the main character sleeps with a bunch of people, hit me up in the comments below. Ooh, The Life of Sharks. I love The Life of Sharks, but there's only one episode. The little icon for it is like, don't boop the snoot, but I want to boop shark snoots. I love it. I love sharks. A Warning Label was actually one of the first one I got into. Sure, it's a little popular webtoon, but I thought it was adorable. Like, you have to know the person's warning signs, and if you still want to be in a relationship with them, then I can't really explain it as best I can. I think it's better for you, y'all to read it. Oops. Like, I also have a Tapis or Tapis app. It's like another little webtoon app, and I'll probably review it sometime later. Webtoon has been more of like, it's been more constant than no wait, not constant. I've had it longer than I have Tapis. Tapis? I don't know. Let's see, what else can I talk about? Damn it, Lore Olympus. Okay, so my feelings on Lore Olympus is very complicated. The concept, I love. I love Hades and I don't know how you pronounce her name. I ain't Greek. But, like, I love the concept, but the way it's just, the modern twist to it is something I'm not a huge fan of. Like, I like Apollo and what they did and what she did. What she did to Apollo is, like, story-wise, it's good. But people always, like, hate Apollo because what he did in Lore Olympus. And I'm like, Lore Olympus is not Greek mythology. Yeah, Greek mythology, some of it's fucked up. Not gonna lie. But how can you do my boy Apollo dirty like that? Although I am a Hades fan. I love Hades. Hades is adorable. There's also the one I like to read. It's called Hey, I'm Gay. I'm not gay. Jokes. It's about this... I wondered, did that dude get a date yet? I'll check it later. There's also one about nice cats and bad dogs, but all animals are adorable. You can't change my mind. Cursed Princess Club. Haven't read much of that, but from what I've seen, it looks good. I like Lycan. I don't know how you pronounce his name. Same thing as, like, I follow a lot of types that are like my giant nerd boyfriend tropes. I don't know, probably because I'm a single Pringle, but I don't like commitment. We'll unpack that bag of laundry later. There's also Small World, which is adorable, but I kind of got bored of it because it's like basically the same thing. But I would recommend it if you have nothing else. There's also My Dictator Boyfriend. I believe this person is the same. Yeah, the author is the same one who did Adventures of God. But I get a little bored of it after, like, episode 9. I'm not very good at committing webtoons. I really am not. I have a lot of webtoons that I, like, subscribe to, but don't read because I'm a lazy bum. Zombie Wife, it's a good one. Alternate take on the post-apocalyptic romance thing. I'm not usually a huge fan of post-apocalyptic things like that, but it kind of grew on me because he's trying to find a cure for his wife, and it's just adorable. Am I spoiling these now that I think about it? Oops. Might be. Um, I think that's all I got for y'all today. I'll see you next time. Bye, my little nerdlings.